everybody, Mike with Cargodog. Today we're going to do a video on how to install the Cargodog system in your Jeep Gladiator. We already have the seats out of our Gladiator. If you need to know how to remove our seats, you can check out our video on how to remove the seats on a Gladiator. So the Cargodog system is a 60-40 system. This is the 60% side is your passenger side, the 40% is your right side, which allows you to remove this box and run your small side seat if you need a third passenger. So we're going to get started. So the first thing we're going to do is drop this down in here. Now there's the stud for the jack. So we've put a hole in there so you can actually, I'm going to remove the carpet. You can actually slip that down in, then you don't have to remove that stud off your vehicle. You're going to want to get the cord. The cord comes out of the back of the box. Just run it around to the underneath this tunnel to the front. Leave it off in there for right now. So we've got the box set down in there. So we're going to take the two bolts that held the tray down, 2 of the 4, and get the holes lined up. We're just going to get them started. So you bring the 40% side in and set it down here, and you're going to want to take your light cord that's coming out of the 60% and put it in this hole. That's going to plug in to light the lights up. Now we've got pins on this box that go into holes on this box. Make sure you get them in. If you don't, the box won't get close enough. You'll have a gap in here. It's real easy to do. Just get it in, get it set in there, and then you're going to get the 2 bolts started on this side. Now pull your carpet out. So now that we've got the bolts all started in it, now is when you want to get it lined up. So you can move this around a little bit, try to get your gap tightened up. So I like it there. So I'm going to tighten these down. You don't have to go crazy tight. I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to kind of push it up against that one to make sure it's tight. Get these 2 tightened down. Now we're going to get the lights hooked up. So you're just going to take that cord that you fed through and put it in on this one. And there's a tab on it, so it's self-explanatory how to get it in. And again, this is why we want you to get the boxes in tight, because that's kind of a snug fit. So if you can't get that plugged in, it's probably because you have a gap in here in your box. It's not in there tight. So in your Cargodog system, we give you a power adapter cord. So you're going to bring your cord that we had from the box, bring it up in here, and plug it in on this. And all of them have a USB port in here. That's where I prefer to plug it in. You can come up and go to the dash, but you can get it tucked in here and get it out of the way. They provide a little gap there so you know it can go down in. So now that you've got your lights all plugged in, you can open up your center console, throw your switch, and your lights work. And all 3 doors are on a switch, so when you shut the door, the light goes off. So you can leave that on. Being that it's LED, that little gauge isn't going to draw anything. So you've got your your 2 USBs in here, your 1 cigarette style. Do not plug an inverter or a refrigerator in there. That's set up basically just for charging smaller devices. So you just a warning on that. Try not to hook them up in there. Okay, so you have the bolt that held the jack down. And again, you can put your jack in here if you want. I put it up in there. It's a little more accessible. So we made a hole in the box because that stud, we didn't want you to have to cut that stud off in case you ever wanted to use it again. So you can take that jack bolt and just put it back on there. Good place to store it. And it'll actually hold the box down a little bit. Those lights will time out a little bit. So make sure you put your carpet back in on both sides. Now there's adjustments on these doors. If you don't like how far the door's opening or closing, all you have to do is loosen the nut on the shock, and it's got an adjustment on it so you can adjust them down or up. If you're somebody that runs with your seat farther back, you may only want to have them open this far. You know, otherwise you're going to have to remember your seat to put your seat up when you open it. And the middle section is the same. There's an adjustment on the shock on that, so you can adjust it to how far it opens. So I'm putting my piece of carpet back in this side. So along with adjusting how far the doors open, you can also adjust how tight they shut. The striker on here, if you shut yours and they're loose, you want to move that striker up to get it tighter, or if you got to really push it to get it to lock, move it down. So it gives you adjustability to make it work the way you want. It really should be able to just shut like that. And that's pretty much the installation of the Cargodog system. And again, check us out on our website at cargo.dog, on Facebook at Cargodog, and on Instagram, Cargodog2021. Thanks for watching.